sorry. Maybe we'll get to it later.
Okay, so what we're here to do is to answer your parenting questions. I'm a little confused. Jill made this booking about why we're at the Very Normal Festival. Seems like a great place.
I just
But
want to tell everybody that like you're normal. And don't let anyone tell you you're not normal because you are.
you are.
And I can see your aura right now and it looks really normal. Okay. So,
You got that out, Jill?
yeah, I did. I'm so excited to answer some questions.
So could you, if you wouldn't mind, if you could just put some, wherever you're watching this, put some questions about parenting in the chat, and Jeff and Kirsten will
Sadie.
will read them for us.
Well, we're good. Yeah, I got a question to start us off.
Great.
What happens if your kid has a friend who you think is a bad influence on the kid? How do you deal with that situation?
You know, I really had to deal with that recently because Jill's son Tom was putting a lot of objects in my daughter's nose when she was a baby. And I just had to say, honey, sweetheart, just crawl over here and don't play with him anymore because he's going to keep putting things in your nose.
So let me be clear here. Jackie, my son is Tom, and Tom doesn't put things in people's noses
Anymore.
He's 17, and he doesn't do that kind of thing. He doesn't put things in his nose either. So, but I give you that it's possible that Jill saw some, well, she doesn't really, she has some issues sometimes, and it's possible she saw something she didn't understand and assumed the worst.
I also just want to say that any influence is a good influence. So it's probably going to work out fine. Maybe we should just, yeah, great.
Here from the Zoom chat. My son Laramie has started vaping, and I'm worried that he's cooler than his old man. What do I do?
Wow, that does sound really cool.
No. Vaping is really dangerous. It burns the lungs.
Okay, but I heard that if you just vape like essential oils, that it's totally fine.
Jill, no. Vaping, it takes the lungs and it's like putting them inside the middle of the burniest, giantest bonfire that is fueled with petroleum and setting it on fire.
Jackie, you're turning green. You're getting upset. I think that we should.
Let's take another question.
I think okay.
No vaping.
Well, I got one from the Twitch chat. What do you do if your kid eats your lotion?
Well, it depends on the lotion. I actually really encourage my kids to imbibe a lot of lotion because it lubricates. It lubricates the throat, and it goes on down into the gullet and the gastrointestinal system. It can.
If you think about it, Mary Poppins had those kids eat a lot of lotion, and it worked out for them. So
we agree on this one. Yeah,
that's great.
Eat lotion.
Hi. I have a question. My son Brian just told me that his favorite two Christmas movies are Die Hard and Lethal Weapon, and mine is Home Alone. Should I be concerned, or what's the deal there? Thank you.
Thank you. I think the question you should really be asking yourself is, why am I watching movies with my child? Why am I not outside making structures out of leaves and sticks? That's really what you should be doing.
Oh, yeah.
This is why
Thanks,
I love
Jackie and Jill.
Yeah.
You're welcome. You are so welcome. I think it might be time to do a little, I think we need to cleanse the audience a little bit.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm just a little moved by your answer to that one. I mean,
Oh,
whenever you talk about leaves, Jill, it reminds me why we're friends.
leaves are fascinating. I
Yeah.
encourage everyone to look at them as soon as we get finished with our program.
Okay. Uh, oh, we're gonna do some breathing. Is that what you said? Okay.
Yeah, if you could just share a few exercises that your breathing coach
Yeah. Yes. Okay.
did
So,
with you and Chad.
yeah. So let's everybody breathe in and keep breathing in.
I'm never sure which hand,
Breathe in a
which
little more, and a little more.
I'm having trouble.
Keep going if you can. Okay, Jill has her lung capacity is shortened, but keep going.
I think maybe I shouldn't be vaping so many essential oils, actually.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Wait, I'm gonna have to start again because I lost it. But, um, you know, um, uh, Jared and Courtney.
Samantha,
Oh, Samantha. I forgot to set the timer, so I don't have any. Uh,
We've
oh,
got
well,
we've got about 7.5 minutes left, so plenty of time for a few more
oh,
questions.
great. Let's take some more questions, and then maybe we can get back to the breathing.
Yeah, so this one isn't directly parenting related, but maybe it is. How do you get glowing skin with at-home facials?
you noticed. Thank you.
Uh, well, Jill does have glowy-ish skin. Now, I know that part of what happened was that when we were in high school, I just have naturally glowing skin. I was just born that way. But Jill has worked so hard at it.
I
I'm
think
really impressed.
the question, Jackie, was about facial
Yep.
products.
Right, exactly.
It
And
wasn't about whether you might have been born with somehow better skin than some other people. That's not what the question was about.
I would never say anything like that. I just have naturally glowy skin. That's all I can. And you have worked so hard at your moisturizing routine and really honing it to a great art. And you have beautiful skin now. It's
Thank
really
you.
almost as good as mine.
I if I occasionally might hit an animal with my car, I get out and I retrieve the animal and then I use it to make a healing skin mask. Because I don't think any animal should have to die for no reason. So that's what I recommend.
Yeah, I didn't want to hear that. But next question.
My 4-year-old will only eat peanut butter sandwiches. What can I do to get her to eat other foods?
Well, so many parents struggle with this particular situation. Children have sensitivities, and it is quite possible that your four-year-old has a sensory processing disorder, actually. In the DSM, it's 52342-7. You can try to get your 4-year-old to start sucking on other things. One mom suggested that you just put a little apple on her plate next to the peanut butter sandwich, and then the next day you put like a little more apple on her plate, and eventually they start eating, unless they have sensory processing disorder, in which case you might need to
Jackie,
hire a professional.
Jackie, I just have to disagree with you. As you know, I believe that all beings in the universe are connected. And I just think it's a really beautiful thing that, some children have peanut allergies and they're not able to eat peanuts. And so I just think in order to provide balance in the universe, this viewer's child is eating as much peanut butter as they possibly can. And I think that's a wonderful thing to do for all the children of this planet. So I just want to thank your child and encourage them to continue eating as much peanut butter as they can.
There are advantages to supporting the peanut industry economically. So, okay. Think maybe one more question?
I think we got time for about 3 more questions. You
What?
Oh yeah, You're handling these really expediently. What brand of apple cider vinegar fixes divorce?
Brags.
Okay.
Was that
What's the next question?
he said
Okay.
we were handling questions expediently. I think that was maybe, I'm not sure what expediently means, but I think it's not good.
Oh, it's very good.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It just
My
means
voc
quickly, Jill.
okay. Oh, okay.
It,
Well,
does that make you
you
nervous?
answered that. You answered that last question very expediently.
I did, because when I know something, I know something. Do you have a problem with that?
No, I was just feeling concerned that he wasn't happy with us, and I'm just so glad. So we can take some more questions.
Uh,
I,
my kid won't eat her sugar or dessert. What do I do?
I'm sorry, I'm still on this. Jill, are you not happy with the fastness of the questions?
Oh no, well, actually, Jackie, to be honest, I did know what expediently meant, and I thought it wasn't a good thing. I think next time we do this, we should just spend the whole time on one question and really explore it so deeply. Don't you think everyone would enjoy that so much?
No, I think that would be really boring.
Oh, okay.
But
All right.
more like
Well,
you're actually criticizing my. This was my show originally.
it was Jackie's show originally, and
Hmm.
she asked me to join once, and I had a really good time, and
And she's been back
then
every time
I
since.
have,
Every
and
single
now
time.
she asked me to be in her bubble anymore, which is fine.
We were never in a bubble.
So I'm here in my house. But anyway, we could take some more questions.
Um, we've got one here. My child is often bitten by other children at school. How do I make him less delicious?
Oh, Jackie, I'm sorry I said that earlier. You know what? I think maybe I should just answer this question. Jackie just needs to do a little more breathing. I think children are just naturally delicious, and you're just gonna have to accept the fact that your child is delicious. Other children will want to bite your child, and usually it's more of a nibble or like kind of a way of saying hello. It's not a hard bite. So, if it's not leaving marks, I would just be happy you have such a delicious child.
We got time.
I
Oh no, go ahead. I'm sorry to interrupt.
I no, I was gonna say I might need to answer the rest of the questions. This happens sometimes, but it's fine. I can answer another question.
We got two more for you. Is that okay? You both okay?
Yeah.
Yes, I think we'll be fine.
You want to do your breathing, or are you okay as is? No.
Let's do a bumblebee breath and then take another question. Maybe that would be a good one.
Yeah.
Okay. 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 I think we're
Oh,
ready
yeah.
for another. Yeah.
Oh, I feel much better right now.
We have two more questions for you. Here's one. My kid won't use her diapers. What do I do?
That's wonderful.
I wish my kids had been that enlightened to refuse to use diapers.
There's
Okay.
really no getting around the fact that they are destroying the planet. And plus, think of all that feces and all of that urine. How great that is in your garden.
Or if you're in an apartment, it's probably great for the rug. It's fine.
Not my favorite.
Yeah. So I guess we might have time for one more question.
What are your top 5 mom movies?
Joan of Arc is really good.
No, I don't watch movies. I try to have as little screen time as possible. Since I limit it for my children, I feel that I have to limit it for myself. Of course, These days we're all stuck on Zoom, but otherwise I try to be outside in the garden, breathing.
I think Crimson Tide, maybe.
Have you
Probably.
seen Crimson Tide? You're just talking about that because it sounds like it's somebody's period.
It does. That's exactly why. Yes.
Yeah. No, it does. It does. Hey, I think that's it. I think that's our show. I'm Jackie.
And I'm Jill, and it's been a beautiful experience to be here with you. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much, John and Court Cat person.
Just be telling, but
That's fine.
who's asking?
I
It's
respond to
fine.
anything.
We do. Yeah, give it up for Jill and Jackie, everybody.
Yeah.
Jill and Jackie, wow. Couldn't get our names, but they have a hell of a lot of knowledge for
They
you.
sure do.
If you have children. We don't.
No, we don't.
We are approaching the end of this stage of our voyage. What a ride.
What
it
a
has been.
ride. And by last count, just want to fill everybody in who's watching, I believe we're $75 away from hearing the voice of the elusive Commodore.
Friends,